And welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and we have a late-breaking top story tonight. We're going straight there now with Wes Small.
This information just into the Channel 8 newsroom. The Virgin Island Police Department have 2 suspects in custody. That and the Serrani burglary case that happened at the Best Western Hotel in downtown Christiansted. News Channel 8 will have more on this breaking story tomorrow. Now back to you, Jerome.
Thanks, Wes. And in other top stories tonight, on St. Thomas, there are 2 more arrests involving in the middle school beating that happened earlier this week. News Channel 8's Lee Carl takes us there.
Ongoing saga of a young man who was hit with a rock at BCB now has moved to the United States, where it looks like he is recovering. That's the good news. The other news is the police now have arrested 2 more Burton C. Bishota Middle School students in connection with a January 8th assault on a classmate that crushed the youth's skull. One boy picked up Tuesday, the other apprehended Wednesday, bringing to 8 the total number of schoolboys suspected in the attack. They all face charges of first and second degree assault, as well as aiding and abetting each other in the assault. Police said they were identified as being involved in the altercation that left the students severely injured. The minors have been released to their parents' custody pending further court action. The 15-year-old victim's skull was crushed during the fight and occurred at the school's ground January 8th. He was airlifted immediately to the Jackson Memorial Hospital after he was stabilized here at the Snyder Regional Medical Center for specialized neurological treatment. As a matter of fact, the aircraft was flown at a lower altitude, so there'd be no pressure on the brain. Hospital spokesperson Sam Kopp said the boy now has been brought out of intensive care and has recovered well enough for his discharge from the hospital being imminent. At least that is the word we have so far. Meantime, back here, police now have to sift through the necessary information to find out which one of the now 8 young people who surrounded him apparently used the rock to crush his skull. But again, that has to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see until they're able to go through all of the testimony and information. Nonetheless, the word is that at least 2 or 3 of the others may also be up on more heavier charges in regards to the matter. Police believe, and so does the principal of the BCB in a meeting, that the incidents surrounded a gang situation in which there was a altercation between gang members, and apparently the young man wound up being the victim of that situation. There is a meeting that took place at the BCB, which we'll cover tomorrow for you in more detail, and that is the new regulations for BCB. Carver Farrow, also the principal, said he is going to Miami to meet with the youngster and also to pass along the get well condolences or get well messages from parents as well as many of the students. Meantime, switching to another incident, a 17-year-old boy may be paralyzed from the waist down from injuries suffered in a car wreck over the weekend. The Deputy Chief Melvin Van Den told us the accident occurred Cassie Hill Smith Bay. The boy was injured and he was ejected from the vehicle. The teen, a student at Antilles School, was airlifted to the hospital in Florida, and a 17-year-old boy was presented with a spinal injury that required neurological treatment. He was flown to the Jackson Memorial Hospital, and details surrounding the incident, of course, were not available at this time. Meantime, the police are now investigating an incident that saw the body of a person found in a cistern behind the Roy Lester Snyder Hospital. The information was very sketchy. They were not able to ascertain whether the person was black or white or whether it was a male or female, but the body apparently had been in the cistern in an abandoned house for some time, and apparently the smell of it caused the police to start investigating, and as they did, they found a decomposed body in a cistern behind the Roy Lester Snyder Hospital in an abandoned house. And underway, a call by the police to anyone who has a relative that's been missing for some time, elderly or otherwise, to pass the word on to 911. In St. Thomas, Lee Carl.
Thanks, Lee. And in the Camporico area of St. Croix, there are a lot of abandoned cars and upset neighbors. News Channel 8's Wes Small takes us there.
Today, we're talking about abandoned vehicles. As a matter of fact, if you look in today's daily newspaper, you'll see that over 200 abandoned vehicles, even with the owner's name, is listed in the daily news. And when I called one of the numbers in the daily news about the abandoned cars, I said, when are y'all coming to St. Croix? She said it's an individual process. So St. Thomas, St. John, Water Island, even right here on St. Croix. And that is up to the St. Croix administrator, among other things. Of course, the VIPD is also involved, and Chief Benta trying to get these abandoned cars out of the neighborhoods. Today, we're in Campo Rico. I'm with Madeline and also
Moises Figueroa.
Moises. Now, they are concerned citizens in the area. They say that they have elderly people in this area, neighbors, people who are property owners who have been here for years, and these abandoned vehicles that we are seeing, and apparently there's 9 of them, right in the stretch of road. Magdalene, it looks like it's just bad for the environment and to the community. How have these abandoned vehicles pretty much hampered your life?
Well, let me explain to you. Good morning to everyone. Well, here you have a cancer patient next door here. You have the principal for Carmarco School, and those people are people that, they are really sick. And right now, these people here who are dealing with many things here. Well, they smoke, they just go to the people's houses, and whatever they're doing here in the night is not properly, it's against the law. So we need to clear the situation. So we call many agencies, even though I called pt.1, even though I got an appointment with him, I went to him.
Now, he is the St. Croix administrator.
Yeah, but I spoke to him, he told me he was going to do it with the situation, and up to now, we haven't seen Pete Encarnacion around this
When
place.
did you talk to the St. Croix administrator?
October 10 last year.
Wow, and that's been several months, and he has not been.
He told me he gonna do the situation. Up to now, he haven't shopped here.
Well, I've noticed you said that stretch there, the camera is going to pan down and catch what I'm talking about. That stretch was alleviated. All that, you could see the patches in the land. Those had abandoned cars too, didn't it?
Well, it had a few of them, and in this area, a couple of them, they are bringing stolen vehicles, which public safety have come and deal with the situation that took them away.
Yeah.
But the reason they clear off this area, Mr. Moed's house, his house was broken in, I think, twice, and his vehicle. So
he had him taken away.
yes, he paid his out of his own pocket. He paid someone to come with a machine to clean the area.
Because you think the abandoned cars are a direct link to burglaries and crime in the area?
Yes, of course.
Yes, I think that could.
It brings a criminal element here. I guess
Right.
guys are coming to get parts off of these cars, and what else are they doing around here? Smoking and drinking at night?
They might pass to take a little smoke, hide away.
And hide away, huh?
Right.
And do other things, maybe.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, you just want some help.
That's what we're looking for. Because I've been dealing with the situation for over a year. And promises, but no one never came around.
Now we got some new senators.
Well, Positive Nelson, he was one that promised. He told me after the inauguration he will help me with that.
All right.
Which he's a man that promised and he always deal with.
So, all right. So
He's a very good person here.
all right, well, let's try to get some help down here for these people. Any last words, sweetheart, you want to say about this?
Well, as a leader of a community, well, it's supposed to be my job to help each other, to get better life and better health. And this is the only way I could help it.
You always call
Thank
News
you
Channel
very
8
much.
for
Okay.
tips, so thanks a lot. All right, here we are in Campo Rico, and once again, let's try to get some help for these people. We're talking about abandoned vehicles. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.